AI has been influencing our decision making for a long time now, whether we know it or not. When you get to the end of a Spotify playlist and it turns out that you quite like the random song that automatically plays next, or when you finish one show on Netflix and it recommends where you go from there. This comes from what's called AI clustering. It interprets consumer data, profile information, demographics, and adapts its recommendations based on real time information. Now, more and more, AI has been having a big impact on digital advertising. The way that platforms like Facebook ads optimize is by examining the specific identifiers in potentially enormous groups of people and learning which attributes make the owner of a certain kind of user profile more likely to act on a particular goal. This kind of person likes to watch videos. This kind of person will happily click onto another landing page. This type of person will happily respond to this kind of advert. It's not scarily learning who you are, but it's just identifying some individual behaviors that show that a user profile is part of a certain demographic that is likely to be especially interested in an ad's particular message or goal. This is, while incredibly advanced, a sort of modern baseline for AI and advertising. But there are a lot of brands that are really racing ahead with some of their own innovative ideas. Lexus, for example, the car brand obviously, are propelling their unity of man and machine mythos in a couple of really exciting ways. One of their earlier forays was to create an ad campaign that featured a video that had dozens of different iterations of its opening frames. And these different iterations would be shown to people based on them having exhibited certain likes and interests in their user profiles. So if you've liked a lot of bands, it might start with something musical. If you've listed a lot of sports in your hobbies and interests or activities, it might start with something more athletic or something, and so on like that. So, and this increases the chance of you sticking with an ad because with us being a rapid scrolling species, we make up our minds about whether or not we're going to watch something within a couple of seconds when we're scrolling through our feeds. So these opening frames make a really big difference. Lexus's more grand foray into the capabilities of AI was actually to get a machine to script an entire video based on the input of analytics of past advert performance, crazy insight into human decision making. It was all very complicated and fascinating and well worth the watch, the ad and actually the making of the ad. In short, AI has already been immeasurably impactful in the world of advertising, and as the technology not only improves but becomes more accessible, this impact will only become greater and more fundamental with time. It's definitely something that anyone in the marketing industry should be coming up to speed with.